Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're back with Mina, Mark, Jordan, and the rest of the family. And I definitely have some thoughts about this episode, so let's get right into it. So one of the first things I noticed about this episode is the place they're at is called Cape Fear, which I just think is very ironic for Mina's situation. Irony! Okay, so it starts off, they're getting in the car and they're gonna go to the ferry to go to an island called Bald Head Island. I don't know who came up with these names. Bald Head, Fear. I mean, I'm terrified to go.
Have nothing to fear but fear itself.
But they are catching the ferry with Jordan and her boyfriend. And Mina's like, I don't want to talk to her. She's like, I need my space today. And Mark is kind of fed up. He's like, I don't care. I just don't want any fighting.
I don't like arguing. Why can't we all just get along instead of fighting and arguing?
He's just like, can we please just have a fun-filled family day?
So that's where we're gonna try to have a fun family barbecue.
Hey, I doubt it.
Okay.
Like, you can see all over Mina, she's very unhappy. She definitely does not want to be there, but she's obviously doing it for Maria so she can meet her family.
Je dois voir la famille. Si c'était pas ça, il allait partir avec Maria, je reste à la maison.
And for him as well, because he wants them to be one big happy family.
Oh, good luck with that.
Okay, so just calm, relax.
Like smile.
Yeah, just.
Get me the hell out of here!
When Jordan and her boyfriend get there, things are obviously very awkward. And Jordan, doing the solo talk thing, is talking about how she feels like Mina needs to be the one to come to her and putting in more effort than her to get to know her.
I feel like she should be the one that's having to try harder than me because she's marrying my dad.
What the hell are you talking about?
And wants to be the one trying and getting to know me when we don't know her.
Okay.
I mean, Jordan, you have to make an attempt to get to know her. So far, the only interaction we've seen you guys have did not go well. You said she can't have more kids and that she needs to go find a younger man if that's what she wants, which that's not what she wants. She loves your dad. She wants to be with your dad. And you told her that you think she's after his money, plus all the passive-aggressive comments. How is that going to make anyone feel that you're open and willing for a relationship when this is how you're starting?
That's it. Bitch.
If I got the feeling that she was honestly looking out for her dad, I would be more on her side and more understanding towards her, but I don't get that feeling. I get the feeling that she's upset, she's not the little girl anymore, and that he has this younger wife, and it just doesn't look right to her. And she had made the comment last time about how weird would it be if their kids were the same age, which again, sure, it is weird, but it happens all over the world. I'm sorry if you don't think that you're as special anymore, but that's something you have to work out with your dad, not her.
Leave her alone! Leave Brittany alone!
So while they're on the ferry, Jordan keeps again making little comments. She's like, oh my God, this is so awkward. They're sitting right behind us and we're not talking. Why is this so awkward? And I don't know if she's just talking to her boyfriend or if she's saying it just loud enough for Mina intentionally to hear, again with the passive aggressive. This one, I don't know. It could be both. Two birds, one stone, But I did give her some brownie points for going ahead and talking to Mina.
I'm a good noodle. I'm a good noodle.
For being the one to break the awkward silence.
Our feelings, it's a family weekend. I want everyone to be able to get along. I would love to spend some time with Maria and
God's sake. Is that true?
Well, I'm not sure.
just I need that for fix forever. I'd say like have a good weekend and to try again.
Yeah, so it seemed like things were gonna start getting better, that they were both gonna make an attempt to, at least have a good day. Maybe not to get to know each other or to like each other, but at least to have a good day.
I have enjoyed parts of our time together.
How about y'all guess on who messed that up? Just one guess. Yeah, I think you know who.
Snakes. Why did it have to be snakes?
So once they get to the island, apparently Jordan and her boyfriend get off the ferry real quick and like take off, which Mina was just like, yeah, she's going to go talk shit to your family.
It have 10 minutes before I think she talked for everybody was there.
But apparently there's no freaking cars on this island. It's all golf carts. Yeah, I don't know what's up with this family. All golf carts, and then he lives in a neighborhood that's all about airplanes. This is a different type of rich. Don't get me wrong, it's not Elon rich, but I don't know. That's still way above me.
Help me, I'm poor.
And they just had them all sitting there too. I don't know if you had to rent one or if it's just there for whoever wants to use it, if it's free. Yeah, I find that really interesting. I've never heard of this. On the way to his brother's house, Mina makes a comment about Jordan being a snake again.
Don't wake up, Mama Snake.
Hey, don't use this word snake on Jordan. I don't like this word.
Has he offered to withdraw? Or did you withdraw from the process?
To which she says, oh, it's not my fault. Which, like, I am getting a little tired of hearing her say that. You need to take some accountability as well. And she doesn't really say, like, yeah, no problem, I'll stop doing that. But she doesn't say no either, and she doesn't argue. And I get that. I get that coming from him. And I felt like he asked nicely. He just said, that's my daughter, and it hurts me to hear that. So please don't say that anymore. But when they get to the house, Mina was clearly right about what Jordan was planning on doing.
Here they come. Oh boy.
Okay.
Oh God.
I really feel like by the grandmother's reaction that Jordan was talking shit the whole time she was there before them.
Yep.
So everything seems nice. They all greet her with hugs and everyone seems to be getting along and joking a little bit even. But we do start to get a little bit more of a backstory as to what happened in Paris, which seems to be where their problems stem. So we know the biggest issue has been that she was 3 to 4 hours late to the party for Maria's baptism. Mark's sister-in-law says how Mina had let her friends know that the party was going to start much later, but she didn't let them know.
Oh, snap.
And that seemed to really pee them off because they were just sitting around for 3 to 4 hours waiting on everyone, which I fully understand. I would be pissed too. But I really wonder if that's a miscommunication because that just doesn't make sense. I don't know. Were they staying at their home? Were they staying at a hotel? Like, how did this not happen? How did Mark not know it was supposed to start later? Why would she tell everyone but Mark and his family? That doesn't make sense to me. And I feel like there's some sort of miscommunication that happened. Maybe Mina is, master manipulator. That could be an option and we just haven't fully seen it yet. And then Mark's brother talks about how the first night they were there, everything was great. She made them a really awesome dinner. Everyone seemed to get along. And then all of a sudden she seemed to flip the next day and didn't want to hang out with them or really talk to anyone or get to know anyone.
First night we all left, we were like, that went great. That was awesome.
Now comes the part where we throw our heads back and laugh. Ready?
Ready!
But from that next morning on, it was the opposite of that. And we were like, what the heck?
Which to me feels like something happened at that dinner to make her be like, no, thank you. And my guess is gonna be Jordan. I bet Jordan was making passive aggressive comments the entire evening. That doesn't make it right for her to do that, but still. That would be my guess. It also could have been maybe she was busy finishing the party planning stuff. Maybe Maria was being fussy and she couldn't spend a lot of time with them. There's many reasons, but they were only there for a weekend. But his brother even admitted that they got refundable tickets for when their wedding comes around, which is just kind of fucked up. But I say it all the time. I get it, If it don't happen, you want to get your money back.
And maybe they're just still expressing concerns, but it shouldn't be here at a family barbecue. It's not the time for it.
I completely agree.
So when things take the turn for the worst again, guess whose fault it is? Everyone, they're sitting out on the steps. Up until this point, Mina's been kind of staying away, not fully interacting with everyone. Obviously, she feels really awkward. They're all talking and joking around a little bit. And then Jordan's like, oh, so have you guys thought about a prenup?
Have you guys talked anymore about a prenup?
Oh my God! Wow!
You guys are gonna do that before the wedding?
Perhaps you'd like to see how snake-like I can be.
Which is just completely inappropriate to bring up at this setting. It's not supposed to be like that. Like, she brought that up just to cause an issue.
Yep.
She knew it would cause an issue. If she wanted to talk to her dad privately about that, she could have pulled him aside at any point. But Mark says, yeah, they do plan on doing that, which seems like news to Mina.
You think I come just for your money, Mark? You too?
I think she's trying to take him for all he's got.
He says no, he doesn't think that she's there for the money, but he would like to do it anyway, just to protect the things that he had before they got together.
Mine!
I don't disagree with that. I do think it is a smart thing on his side to go ahead and get that done, but this was an inappropriate setting to bring it up. Jordan, Mina's already on edge. She's already feeling ganged up on. You know, she feels like she has no one in her corner. So of course she gets upset, and she actually politely, she says, I'm sorry, just please give me a minute. And she goes and sits in a lawn chair over on the side, and she starts crying because according to her, she's never heard any of this. They've never had this discussion.
Il m'a jamais parlé des contrats de mariage. Il m'a jamais parlé de signer quoi que ce soit.
But according to Mark, they have had this discussion, but he doesn't know if maybe she fully understood what he was saying because of the language barrier. So this is definitely a he said, she said, and I do wonder if Mark is lying to his family just so he didn't look bad, I guess. I don't know. I really wonder, and I can't get a read on who's right or who's wrong. It could have been a language barrier thing. I mean, she clearly knew what prenup meant right then, so maybe he said it in a way that she wouldn't understand. Maybe he did that on purpose so she wouldn't fully understand what he was saying.
It's possible, pig.
Si c'était le cas, si je savais, on aurait pu rester dans les relations France-États-Unis, en fait.
Clearly, Mina is just extremely upset, and I mean, I don't know her. We don't know her well enough to know if this is just how she reacts to everything. I don't think so, but I just feel like that was so inappropriate of Jordan to bring it up at this setting, especially because she knows she has her whole family there who everyone agrees with her. Everyone's on her side. So this is her perfect opportunity to not only embarrass her, but just gang up on her. Anyway, guys, that's all I have for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.
In case I don't see ya. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Yeah.